If you're looking for a quieter kind of neighborhood, a place that's known for having highly rated schools, or maybe a nice retirement community that has restaurants and shops close by, but without all the hustle and bustle of living in East Palm Beach County, then you're gonna wanna watch this video and you're gonna wanna check out West Boynton Beach, because that's what I'm bringing you today. Have you ever heard the phrase, "Go west, young man"? If you're old enough, you have. Well, today, that's exactly what I'm going to be doing for you. We're gonna go west. We're gonna go West Boynton Beach. Now, I have shown you Boynton Beach in past videos, but I have gotten a few comments from people that said, you know, you show us downtown and the east side by the ocean and all that, but you never really show us the west. And so today, I'm answering that request. I'm gonna show you West Boynton Beach. Now, I personally live in West Boynton Beach, and I've lived out here for about 8 years, and I quite like it. It's a nice area, and we're gonna show you a couple different options about West Boynton Beach. Right now, we're in Palm Isles, a 55 and older community, and there are quite a few retirement communities out here. And when we're talking West Boynton Beach, we're talking about west of Lake Worth Road. In particular, we are west of Hagen Ranch Road and close to the Turnpike. But there's quite a few retirement communities like Palm Isles, where I'm walking through right now. And then there's plenty of single family homes as well, like where I live. So there's a good mixture of both retirement and all age communities. By the way, if this is your first time to my channel, hello and welcome. I'm Palm Beach's Paul, your local realtor and guide to South Florida living. And I make videos where I show you what it's like to live here in South Florida. I do neighborhood tours, I talk about the current real estate market, and I do city tours where I show you restaurants, the beaches, and fun activities and things that you probably want to know about if you're considering moving here to South Florida. I'm a local real estate agent with True Floridian Realty based in Delray Beach, and I'd be happy to help you relocate here to South Florida, or if you're looking to buy or sell or any of your real estate needs. And all my contact information is listed right down below. By the way, if you can't tell, it is an absolutely gorgeous day out. It is in the 70s, folks. Yes, the summer heat has left us. I don't know for how long. It may come back. But for right now, the skies are blue. There's not an ounce of rain. We've had no rain for 3 days. Oh, thank God for that. And it is just cool and zero humidity. It's paradise weather. It's the weather you guys love the most. And so I'm gonna kind of go around today and show you West Boynton Beach. There's a lot to see here in West Boynton Beach. Great restaurants, lots of communities. And for those of you who have kids and wanna know about the school district, there's a lot of great schools out here as well. We've had some great new shopping areas that have opened up, as well as a new one called the District. We'll talk about that later. That's gonna be coming to West Boynton Beach, and it's gonna have a new microbrewery. So, you know, I'm thrilled about that. So let's talk about Palm Isles, where we're at right now. We're actually in Palm Isles West. There's Palm Isles West, and then on the other side of Hagen Ranch Road, Palm Isles. This is a 55 and older community. And as you can see, it's got a mixture of single family homes and villas. And I'm not sure if they have condos. I don't think they do, but as you can see over here, they definitely have the villas. So, and of course, the villa is where you have one unit on one side and then another unit shared right there. You get a one-car garage. Nice community, and they've been out here for quite a while. The homes were built around 1998, so not super old, but they're not new, but they do a good job of keeping it well maintained. Now, Palm Isles, like a lot of these 55 and older communities, have a great clubhouse with a lot of amenities, shows, fitness center. One of the units on the market that I parked my car over by is currently on the market for $410,000, and that is 3-bedroom, 2-bath condo. So they do have condos. They look like a villa, but a lot of times in places like this, they'll be classified as a condo and governed by a condo board. The monthly HOA for the condo section is $835 a month. So a bit steep, but as I said, that probably includes a whole lot of amenities. And plus this community has, like I said, a great clubhouse with a lot of activities to keep you busy. Now, home prices in Palm Isles and Palm Isles West that are currently on the market range anywhere from a low as $239,000 to as high as $549,000. So not super expensive, you know, considering very large community, nicely maintained. And again, depending what that $549,000 buys you. So here's the clubhouse, but as you can see, like many clubhouses that were built back in the 90s and early 2000s, they're going through renovations. And this one is expected to be done renovating by December of 2025, right in time for the season. So if you're looking for a nice 55 and older community out here in West Boynton, this might be one that you want to consider. As I had mentioned in the video earlier, I have lived out in West Boynton for about 9 years now, so I know this area very well. I've been to many of the communities around here, so if you want to reach out to me, I can take you to all the 55 and older communities around here. But I also said in the video that we're going to show you communities that are all ages, right? Because some of y'all might not be ready to be in a 55 and older community. I myself don't live in a 55 and older community yet. In about a year or two, I probably will, but we still have a kid at home with us. So, all right, well, this is Palm Isles. It gives you a little bit of an idea, but as I said, we're gonna move over and go take a look at some other communities, but also want to go to show you some of the new shopping districts that have opened up, because it used to be pretty sleepy and quiet in West Boynton. There wasn't much to do. When we originally moved out here, there wasn't a whole lot of shops and dining options to go to. There's still not a ton of dining options, but they have added some over the years, and there's some new shopping and stuff. So I'm gonna go show you one of the plazas that opened up about a year ago, and then we'll head out and show you some more communities. So I've made it over to the Boynton Beach Marketplace. This is a new plaza that just opened last year. And as you can see, we've got a Whole Foods, there's Tide cleaners or dry cleaners, you've got a Payway right over here, a breakfast place over on this side, you've got a Mediterranean grill over here, a pizza joint. So some new places that have opened up, and they all look to be fairly crowded, so it seems like everyone's enjoying this. And we're just off the corner of Boynton Beach Boulevard and Hagen Ranch. So we're about 5 minutes from Palm Isles, where I showed you earlier, and the other two communities that I'm going to show you were maybe 10 minutes from those, if that, depending on traffic. So, so this is a new plaza that opened up, and of course the Whole Foods market, obviously that's a great addition. Everyone's happy that that's here. I know my wife shops there quite a bit, not to mention you can do your Amazon drop-offs there. So, so this is one of the new developments that was built here in West Boynton. And as I said, I'm gonna show you another one that's being worked on right now. They're building it, and it's hopefully gonna open sometime next year. But, you know, so the West Boynton area is starting to build because, again, well, there's no room east to continue to build. And so the expansion kind of goes out west. But this is nice. It's conveniently close to where we live. And I actually want to check out some of these restaurants, especially the pizza restaurant. I'm always looking for a good slice of pizza. I almost forgot a staple in West Boynton Beach for restaurants. And this one is literally just across the street, just across Boynton Beach Boulevard. And that would be Flackowitz. Flackowitz has been around here since, well, it's been around 25 years, both here in Boca Raton, and it is a very popular deli here in West Boynton Beach and Boca Raton. So popular, it was actually on Guy Fieri's TV show. Another benefit of living out here is that you're right close to the turnpike and can get to Orlando or Miami very easily. Minus some of the construction that's always going on. Now that right there is one of the new projects I was telling you about. That is the district that's going to be opening up. By the way, another shopping area, Cobblestone Commons out here. You've got BurgerFi right there. So this plaza has a lot of great places. One of my favorite being crumble cookie. If you haven't had a cookie from that place, do yourself a favor. They're absolutely decadent. And then you have an Aldi, which is a great store for grocery shopping. Becoming one of our favorites. Prices are super good there. And as you walk down, you have Cucina Moderna, an Italian restaurant, which has a very good white pizza. And my son actually used to work here for a while. It's a nice little Italian restaurant. Bahia bowls. And then you have a PetSmart. And to finish off the plaza over here, you got a Wawa. So, and then some banks. So lots of places. And in one of my other videos that I did about East Boynton Beach, on the other side, you have the Canyons Plaza. We're not going to go over there because I already showed you that. So in the general area, there's lots of places to shop and a few places to dine. But now that we're on this side, I'm going to go show you a couple more communities. Now, don't you find these videos to be a lot more informative than your typical, hey, I'm going to show you a house and this is what it costs, but I don't show you anything around the house? I actually show you guys what it's like around the neighborhood, so you have a sense of, hey, if I bought here, this is what's nearby. I think that's really important. And if you think it's important, do me a favor and hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and leave me a comment and tell me what other parts of Florida would you like to see, what other neighborhoods, and I'll be sure to try and cover those as well. Here's another nice gated community, Palm Meadows. Of course, over here you got Venetian Isles, which is a 55 and older community. They actually redid their clubhouse a couple years ago, so they have like a pretty brand new clubhouse. This community over here, which is gated, and I don't have anything to show you, but that's Verona Lakes. And they have some single family and then townhomes. I know the townhomes for like a 2-bedroom, 2.5 bath are gonna put you in about the 400,000. There's a couple listed for a little bit less, but it's a pretty nice community, reasonably priced, and it's within the school district that a lot of parents want to be in out here. We'll talk about the schools in just a minute. So this is that equestrian center I was telling you about. We passed it a minute ago. It used to be part of Equus. I'm not sure who runs it or who owns it now, but it was part of a community up here on the right we're gonna pass called Equus. Now, I've been in Equus. I sold our friend's house there about 1.5 years ago. And Equus is a really nice community. It's a gated community with really big estate size homes. Homes start at about $1,250,000 and go up as high as $2,300,000 as far as what's on the market right now. That's the clubhouse right there, and you'll see the gated entrance. It's a really nice community. It has bridle paths, so you can ride a horse out there. You can bring your horse in there. They just don't have stables. Although someone did build a stable for 2 horses. I guess they got that allowed. I guess it was in the bylaws, but it's really just some really nice homes there and great community. And then if you do want to bring your horse there, you can ride on the bridle paths throughout the community. So it's a neat place. No, obviously schools are important when people are looking for areas to live, and this is Somerset Academy. It's a charter school, pretty new. It's been there, I think, about, I don't know, maybe 10 years. And so that's one of the schools that if you live out here, you could possibly go to. So just on the other side of the plaza that I showed you a minute ago is a brand new library. Now this is over by the Canyons Plaza, so I'm not gonna show you the Canyons Plaza because I've done that, but I will show you the new Canyon District Park that they built out here. Well, I should say that they're still building. So you can see they're building, looks like, I think, possibly baseball fields out here. Now, way back there in the distance, you can see that orange and white building. When I was talking about schools, that is West Boynton Middle School. That's also a fairly new school that was just finished a couple years ago. So you can see all this development that they're building out here. It's not just an area for retirees. That thing's going to be pretty cool once it's finished. So they're still working on all this. It's all brand new, but look how cool this is going to be once it's developed. Kids are going to absolutely love this. So look, you got brand new pavilion here. Just everything out here has that new feel to it. I mean, It's been here for a while. Like one of the neighborhoods I'm going to take you to next, the Canyons, they've been here for quite a while, but all this is new. And the Canyon Shopping Plaza, it's not brand new, but everything out here that you see they're being built is brand new. So this is all cool, and you can tell that they're building all this because more and more people are moving out this way. And as I mentioned, you have the new middle school over there, which is only a couple years old. And then I drove you past Somerset Academy. Some of the other schools that are popular out here, and you know, I'm a parent, so I know these schools. Manatee Elementary School, Krista McCullough Middle School, and Park Vista High School. So those are all out here in the West Boynton area. And so, you know, if that's important to you, then look into those schools, see if they fit what you want in a school. But the neighborhoods that I've been showing you are pretty much in some of those areas. I can't guarantee that every neighborhood is in one of those school districts, because I know some of the people who live out this way, their kids also go to Olympic Heights, which is all the way down in Boca, which I don't quite understand how that works, but apparently it's close enough for them to go to that high school. School zones, right? What are you gonna do about them? So this is Canyon Lakes, one of the communities built by GL Homes, and you can see they have really big estate properties. So these were built back, I believe, in the 90s as well, and homes in the canyons run anywhere between $719,000 and $1.2 million, just to give you an idea of the home prices out here. This is a very desirable neighborhood, and I've shown a lot of people properties out here in the past. You can tell by all the Halloween decorations that it's probably a great place to go trick-or-treating. And it's just west of Boynton Beach Boulevard, and just around the corner from the Canyons Shopping Plaza and that new community park that I showed you that was being built. Of course, the Canyons and all GL communities have those really nice, elaborate entranceways with you know, gated entrance, and usually manned by someone there checking your ID. So that's a nice benefit of this community. So you can see they got a big clubhouse, and they got the swimming pool, and they have a ton of amenities in here. They have the clubhouse with the game room, pickleball, there's a fitness center, game room for the kids. And they do a good job of taking care of the community. Really nice, well kept, and as you'll see, it's just a really nice looking community. Now you would think with a community this nice, with homes at this price point, that the HOA would be ridiculous, but it's only $375 a month. That's really cheap. And one of the homes that I drove by was like $1.2 million. So this is a great place if you're looking out here and if you guys spin around, you can see everything around here, all the homes on the water, really nice. Again, not all the homes are on the water, but just a really, really well-built community. It's one of my favorite communities, the Canyons properties. By the way, there's 3 different sections to the Canyons. There's Canyon Trails, Canyon Owls, and Canyon Lakes. We're in Canyon Lakes right now. I'm not sure the difference of all those, but I'm sure it has to do with price and how big the homes are and maybe the clubhouse and stuff. But all 3 of them are great communities. If you're looking for a really nice gated community in West Boynton, then the Canyons are really a good option. And you're really close to Delray, at least West Delray, because if you go out here on Lyons Road and head out west, it'll take you right down there to the Delray Marketplace, which I showed you in my video about Delray Beach. So earlier when I was driving out to show you the plaza over there, where the Wawa is and all that, I said there's some new construction going on. That's the district behind me. So we're just west of the turnpike, and this whole thing up here is gonna be called the district, and it's 520,000 square feet of industrial space on 47 acres. And they're gonna have indoor pickleball courts, all sorts of other places. But what I'm really excited about is they're gonna have a microbrewery. There is no breweries out here in West Boynton. You guys know I like craft beer. All the craft beer breweries are on the other side of Boynton and in other downtown areas, but there's really nothing out west as far as Boynton Beach. So when this thing gets developed and it's all done, we will have a microbrewery out here. So that's exciting, at least for me it is. But as you can see, Boynton Beach West is really developing. You've got all this going on. You've got some stuff going on over here, another plaza there, and then the new shopping center that I showed you where Whole Foods is. And most of this area out here is relatively new. It's I don't know, maybe 15 years at the max. Maybe that's about how old it is. Other than the places like the Canyons and Equus, those were built a while back. But anyway, so all right, well, I want to go show you one more community. We'll drive through one more place that I wanted to give you like a little lower price community. So we're gonna drive over to Lake Charleston and show you that and kind of drive through that neighborhood, give you an idea if maybe if you're looking for homes in say the $600 down to the $400,000 price range for single family homes, you might like this neighborhood. All right, we've made our way over to Lake Charleston. Lake Charleston is one of the largest single family communities here in Palm Beach County. It has about 2,300 homes. And what makes this really popular are the lakes here. All these man-made lakes are great. You can see some people actually have boats on them as long as they're not gas powered. And I've helped a couple people sell their homes in here, and I helped a couple buy a home in here. And this is a great community. It's got sidewalks, it's got a couple parks, it's close to the schools that I mentioned, as well as there's a little plaza we'll go to in a little bit, some neat little restaurants. But this is just a nice community with a low HOA. I think it's right around $200 a month. And the home prices throughout Lake Charleston for homes that are on the market are priced from $425,000 up to $639,000. So the prices have dropped a little bit, but it's still a great place to live. The homes were built about 30 years ago. By the way, if you have young ones, this is a great place to trick or treat. Trust me on that. And they conveniently have this little plaza over here with a pet salon and Fiorelli's Italian restaurant. There's a bar there. I don't know what Come On is. That looks something new. And then you have this place called the Rocket Cafe, which is supposed to have some really good sandwiches, as well as a couple other little shops nearby. It's pretty, isn't it? Well, that's West Boynton Beach. Leave a comment down below and tell me what you think. Would you consider moving out here to West Boynton Beach, to one of the communities I showed you? Whether you're looking to retire or you're single or have a family, it's a great place to live. A lot of choices for different types of neighborhoods. By the way, if you guys like these videos, please consider joining my membership, where you get access to my videos before anyone else, as well as I'll give you a shout out in one of my videos. Well, it's an absolutely beautiful day in paradise, and wherever you are in the world, I hope you're enjoying yours, because I'm about to enjoy mine. I'll talk to you next week.